Or too late. You got it up, right? And that's what the whole purpose of doing it live is all about. You know, you just got to expect the unexpected. Welcome.
All the food in your mouth.
All the food and everything else that goes behind the scenes. This is the reality of love, y'all. This is the carry on part 2 of Confessions of Love. I'm Lenny Green.
I'm Indy Smith.
And I am joined by
Indy Smith. Wait, I like that. The carry on.
The carry on.
These are the carryings ons that goes ons behind the scenes.
Yep. It really is.
I like that.
You know, I don't know who gave me the cooties tonight, but I don't know if it was Faith Evans or Indy Smith.
I wasn't sick. I'm just starting to feel a little sick, and it's from you. And this was the Faith mic, so this is horrible putting Faith on blast.
I know, I'm putting Faith Evans. That's right, Faith Evans on blast. She came here, last week, right? Mm-hmm. And when she came last week,
she was sick.
She wasn't feeling good at all.
She was really under the weather.
And yeah. And it was, and I'm sitting right here, and so she's breathing on me, I'm breathing on her, and you know what happens.
And now I'm breathing on the mic so.
But this is a change of season. This Sunday, fall begins. This weekend.
No, I thought fall began already. No?
No.
Oh, okay. Fall begins in September, Lenny. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
I need to research that because I could have sworn the first day of fall was like last weekend. It's in September.
No, maybe it moves from year to year.
You know what? Let me Google.
Yeah, she has her
what
handy little computer.
The first.
Anyway, this is the reality of love. And if you were joining me online inside the Quiet Storm, then you know that we were talking about where technology is and how does it hinder our relationships that we're in today. And I think it definitely hinders the relationship personally if you allow the social networking or any kind of way or stream that you try to play out your relationship or solve your problems on, you know, it kind of can hinder it. But the sidebar, rewind just for a second, Indy had found when does fall begin. So fall starts
September.
Autumn. No.
Oh.
Fall.
Okay, well, this is September 22nd, first day of fall. But you know what? I think things have changed because, we didn't have the fall back, the all that stuff.
It's coming.
No, we're not doing.
Can we stay focused on the topics?
Okay, yes,
this is
sure,
reality
Vito.
of love, not
okay.
no weatherman. All right.
Forget about that.
Oh wow.
Right?
Okay.
We have somebody online from upstate. We got
okay,
Rob.
let's go in because apparently the online stuff is.
But we can't be disruptive too. We got to kind of go with the flow. And I got what you're saying, but to not sound like we're jumping around like we're clowns in a circle, we have to kind of go with the flow. Today. So I get what you're saying totally. We definitely have some calls that we want to get to tonight.
What's going on, Rob?
Yeah.
Rob?
Hey. I called you guys again because I had to chime in with the Confessions of Love topic of the night. It seems like it's starting to become an oncoming, repetitive thing, but...
Yeah. You're right, Rob?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's repetitive, though?
No, I'm just saying, like I said, it's always good to start calling in more and more and more when you get the opportunity to. That's why because last week I called in and I'm calling in tonight. So
man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, Rob. What part of upstate are you from again?
I'm from Hopewell, not probably maybe just slightly south of Poughkeepsie, right around that vicinity.
Okay.
Real close to the Putnam County line.
Gotcha.
And Dutchess County line, yeah.
So you're watching us also online as well?
That's what I always do.
That's what's up, Rob. Thank you again, man. So piggybacking off of the topic tonight of do you feel that the social networking and texting can hinder a relationship? What's your thoughts on that? Yes?
Yes. Because I never forget one of the old Confessions of Love back last year when I first started checking out the show live on the Ustream, where it was about texting, asking someone out on a date. And I remember the mass majority saying, go traditional, don't do that. And I agree 100% because I look back and I've looked at all the while from that day, on that as much as it's a convenience, at the same time, there's no emotion in text. And I remember a lot of the many different, what's those words I was trying to say, many different perspectives that the people that, chimed in on that one, and it reigns true across the board, even with a relationship. It could hinder because some people want the respect of, you got to talk to that person face to face. A text thing may be the breed contempt thing, and you kind of have little questions on that.
Right. Well, it starts with texting, and I think it could go to emails, because emails is just as impersonal. So anything that doesn't allow communication to exist, it can be a problem. Yeah,
there's the lack of emotion. You can't read emotion in letters. You gotta see it. You gotta hear it. It's more than just seeing words. Words doesn't really tell you anything.
It's funny you say that. There are a generation of people who haven't been raised to really be in touch with their emotions and know what that means.
Well, that would be the younger generation.
I don't want to put an age out there. I'm going to say.
But technology wasn't around 15 years ago.
I'm going to say after this technology has become so readily available. And it's sad because being in touch with your emotions isn't just sensitivity. People put emotion with being sensitive. They put emotion with, if you're in touch with your emotions, that means you're just a responsible person. It means you're considerate. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean, you're too sensitive. It doesn't mean that, it means you care. And I think because it's so easy to approach someone online, you don't have to be responsible anymore for the other person. And it's sad. We're getting used to that. There's no more responsibility in terms of the other person's feelings or humanity. So it's bad. It's really bad.
Hey, Rob, it is. Thanks again, man, for reaching out to us, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
No problem. And because I agree 100% with what, Indy is saying, because I'm someone who, as I said, I'm 26 years old, and people that are my age, are in that realm of texting is their way of things. And me, on the other hand, I'm someone who doesn't want to text and would rather use the verbal phone communication as opposed to, or face-to-face as opposed to, texting and emails and letters.
Well, yo, man, don't lose that. Don't lose that special quality that you have. That's an old school quality,
yes,
so hold on to it, all right?
Yeah.
You're part of the gentleman's club.
Yeah.
But thanks, man. Thanks for reaching out to us tonight.
No problem. Maybe I'll be calling in next week. We'll see how it all plays out.
Aww.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
All right, talk to you.
My man. It's the reality of love. We're talking about how technology can possibly hinder a relationship. Do people resolve their problems these days or expose their business too much on Facebook or on Twitter or through texting or emailing? What's your thoughts? What's your name? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Sally.
Shelly.
Sally.
Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Hi.
So
I want to know what you're eating.
Oh, Sally. I'm eating a lemon.
He has the cootie, Sally.
A lemon. You know what? You should put some honey in that.
You know what? I was going to, but I have a producer who won't let me leave the room. So unfortunately, I'm subjected to sit here and just suck on the lemon.
I can see, and the cat is out the bag. Now I know what you look like.
Oh wow! Okay, well the secret's out the bag. I wish I could say the same in return, but now that the secret's out the bag,
you can with social media. You can ask Sally, her Facebook page.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, are you on Facebook, Sally?
No, I don't do social network.
Oh, well, there you go, Indy. She sounds like she's a part of the old school.
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Old school, very well. Old school.
You know what? I don't think it should be called old school. I think it should be human school. Like, we need to know how to communicate without this stuff. We really, really do. I mean, this is fun and it's fine and it's convenient for business. And if you understand how to communicate outside of this socially, I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of scares me. I really, really do feel like if you are addicted to Facebook and Twitter and it's not on a professional level, there's something going on with you psychologically.
That's
Socially.
right.
I really do think so. There's something wrong if you don't feel comfortable talking to another human being. And I'm not condemning. I'm just saying you need to look at that, because it's not just man and female and intimate relationships. It's all other kind of relationships.
I think you said it best a little earlier before we started talking. And Sally, what she said was, there's a time and a place for everything. If you do have to use emails or, texting, you should do it at a certain time. But there's no way you should resolve your problems on email
That's
or
a
on
whole
texting.
nother level of chaos and
if
confusion.
we get into an
A
argument,
lot of friends, a lot of people right now, instead of they tell you happy birthday, if something is, as your birthday, they would send you a text, happy birthday. I don't think that's personal enough.
Horrible.
It's horrible, yeah. And even, I can understand if a man and a woman is at work and they want to say, well, I love you, or, just to let you know that you're thinking about them, you say, I love you, or you text it. It's all cool. I had a thing about me back in the days. I would play a song or music, the favorite song that, I know he likes, and send messages through music. Now they don't do that anymore. They're into texts and emails, and, sometimes I don't even get a chance. I'm so busy, I don't even get a chance to go on the computer and check my email. That's how bad it is with me.
Yeah, I understand. And you know what? Look, it all serves a good purpose, but I think we've gotten so far away from it serving the right purpose, especially, I think when it starts to interfere with our relationships, it's serving the wrong purpose. But look, babe, I hate to cut this off, but we have so many other calls online. But I thank you, Sally, for reaching out to us tonight. And I guess the secret's out the bag. Now you see how I look.
That's right.
So thank you very much, and stay locked in to enjoy the rest of the show.
You're very welcome.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye. Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
I love that I just accidentally got to BLS on 107. I still listen to it all the time in the 70s.
So you left us from the 70s?
Wow.
All the time.
Well, what happened? I mean, I'm glad that you're back with us. I don't know what took you away from us for so long. Where do you live?
Actually, I have my own apartment in Astoria, but I'm with my boyfriend in East Rock. We've been together for 13 years.
Outstanding.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling, because it's kind of about unrequited love and walking away and the courage to leave after 13 years. So I was wondering if you could maybe play something for me by Will Downing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So the love has run its course? Is that what you're basically telling me?
You know what? It's like pulling, I just can't. You just can't get anything out of him, and it's very hard. And I just
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
we don't have any kids together. He was never married before. I was never married before. I'm a flight attendant. And, I gave it my best. I gave it my all, and I don't see him responding, So I think it's maybe just time to move on.
13 years, though, huh?
Yep.
Well, you know what my father said in my last breakup? He said, at least it wasn't a year, a month, and a day, and an extra day. You got that extra day. So at least it wasn't 13 years, 6 months, and that extra week. and I mean, you know what? Like we go through these things and we either grow from them or we don't. And you sound like a person that really loves the institution and commitment of marriage. And if that's what you want, that's what you should have. Point blank, period.
He did ask me 6 years ago. I didn't say no. I didn't say yes. I was kind of caught off guard a little bit. And after that, it never came up again.
So 6 years ago, were you...
On a whim. On a whim. It was a crazy thing. But,
did you trust him?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe I just was caught off guard. I have no idea.
6 years ago, were you guys living together?
Yes.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I'm so sorry that love has
That's
definitely
a whole
run its
other
course.
topic.
It is another topic.
Long
that we'll
relationships that,
that runs its course. And it's so bad when they do run its course. Mm-hmm. Especially because I could tell, Sandy, you still have a great deal of emotion for him.
Yes, I do.
And obviously, just as anybody would, you want that reciprocated. If it's not reciprocated,
right,
then you got to
Even
move
a little
on.
appreciation is nice. I don't get anything. And I know when a man really loves you, my father said he will crawl, he will climb mountains, he'll do whatever he has to do to keep you. And if somebody doesn't show you that, it's time to walk away.
Yeah.
You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody want you. That has to just come from the soul.
You're absolutely right.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad you know that, and you didn't give him 13 years, 6 months, 2 weeks, 1 extra day.
Yeah, I got to get that 53-footer in here, and I'd like to do it when he's not around, so I could just throw everything in the truck and just leave. That's what I got to do.
Well, I want you to keep your head up, stay strong, and look, you got WBLS back again. So.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I always listen to BLS, and then I used to go to all these clubs, and I actually went out with, this is embarrassing to say, it was my college professor,
Ooh.
and he used to listen to BLS all the time, so he actually turned me on to it.
Ooh.
Well, thank you for listening tonight, Sandy. I'm going to have to definitely shoot a song out to you.
Thank you.
Let's give her the email. Email us if you have any questions and you just want to talk and you need some advice in like this transition time. I understand, girl. I know what it's like. If you just
thank you so much.
email and we'll keep in touch.
And
Okay, what is the email address?
it's Lenny Green,
Lenny, LennyGreen,
right? T like Tom, Q like quiet, S like storm, at gmail.com. Or there's another email.
Okay.
You could say the reality of love live, reality of love live, all one word, at
All
gmail.com.
one word. The reality of love line or reality of love line?
No, reality of love live.
Okay.
Like LIVE.
Yep. At
Okay,
gmail.com.
live and .com or?
No, at gmail.com.
Okay. Okay, great.
But please stay in touch with us, okay? And if you
I
have
will.
any questions about or you're going through something, you want an objective perspective, reach out to us.
Great. I'm so happy that you answered the phone because it's hard getting to stations sometimes. So maybe it was meant for me to talk to somebody tonight.
I think so. I think so. And I'm glad it was.
Thank you.
Have a good night, all right?
Good night.
Bye-bye. Oh, she's going to cry.
I know, and please, I can't. I'm
Don't
waterworks.
cry, Sandy.
I'm
Don't
so
cry,
waterworks.
baby. Don't cry.
Well, no, actually, crying is good. They're toxins, and they need to, she needs to get it out. Crying is actually good. Holding it in is not good. It's poison. It's poison.
This is the reality of love.
Yeah.
The beautiful Indy Smith is with me, and I'm Lenny Green, and we do this Thursdays.
Every Thursday.
After Confessions of Love from 11 to midnight, and we invite you to call us up at 212-545-1075, 212-545-1075, and engage into the topic of conversation tonight. We're talking about how technology can hinder a relationship. And do you, or have you ever been in a situation where you have a problem, you and your boo-boo, have a little argument, and you share it up on Facebook, or you try to solve or express your feelings or emotions on a text to a person? That drives me up a damn wall. I'm going to tell you that right now. It just drives me up a wall. Rita
Ann Wallace on Facebook says, yes, it can. Communication face-to-face is the best. Otherwise, you're falling for a message, not the person. Face-to-face feels so much better. That makes sense. Yeah, like your fault. You know what? Yeah, it's just like you can tell me that you like something, but if you show me that you like it, that's the truth.
Right.
I
mean, because it's a balance of both, I think. I mean, I think you need to show. I think you need to show without verbal and then show with verbal. I think it's a confirmation on both sides.
Oh, look, communication, believe it or not, nonverbal is more important than verbal. Nonverbal is so important, and we don't, we're not aware of it. We don't pay attention. Oh, it is very important. The nonverbal messages that you send out, believe it or not, will affect your verbal communication.
So, aside from a person saying they love you, they're nonverbal.
They're nonverbal.
Should express
if you never hear "I love you" from someone, but they show it, your level of security in that love will be so high, you won't even realize that they don't say it. So when they do say it, it's almost like, oh, it's like a cherry on top. Seriously.
You got Kim Wilson. She said, call me old-fashioned, right? Or even traditional. But I feel it matters of the heart and should be discussed face-to-face, eye to eye, just like you feel for one another. Yes, maturity goes a long way in understanding each other. It paves, but play some classic OJs and cry together.
It's a good song. That's a good song to definitely express yourself and get your emotions out of the way. That's for sure.
And that's on your Lenny Green.
That's on my Lenny Green
fan page.
So this one was on the BLS fan page. Cool Breeze. Hello, Mr. Green. I do believe that technology can complicate a relationship. I caught my ex-wife and girlfriend cheating. Wait. I caught my ex-wife and girlfriend cheating from Facebook and text messaging. Oh, so I guess they both cheated. Like his ex-wife cheated, he and his girlfriend cheated, and wow.
You know how to pick them.
Okay, you know what, Vito? But you know what I was going to say? If they're both doing that, how much attention were you paying? I'm just saying. I'm just put. You want to call us Cool Breeze?
What? Let's.
I'm not condoning what they did. That's not nice.
Well, the bottom line is that I'll play the devil's advocate on the opposite way. Let's just say he was paying them attention.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you could be paying attention to someone, but they could be still doing whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, people are going to do what they're going to do.
And the stupid part about it was they played it out on social network. We got
Kimberly online.
Okay. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome. Kimberly.
How are you doing tonight? I just want to say one thing about social networking that I do not like. I just recently had a situation with someone, and they had gotten sick, and they were claiming they wanted to be in a relationship with me. Okay. The crazy thing was when they were sick, I started to find out so many things like they're saying, oh, let's be in a relationship, but they got more friends, female friends on Facebook than guys. They texting other chicks and then pictures and stuff like that. So I just really just don't agree with it at all. It just, I feel like people nowadays have so much to hide. Be real with who you are, because I'm real with who I am. If that's not what you want, tell me. And I can respect that, but it's just nowadays people are not honest.
And they're not communicating.
Absolutely.
I mean, if, we may not agree with everything. Matter of fact, I can almost guarantee we're not going to agree with everything. But it's a communication thing that you have to establish with in that relationship. And you guys got to learn how to work through the problems. But I don't think you work through problems by, resorting to social networking or by resolving the texting or whatever other means that you express yourself on. Do you agree?
I agree, but a lot of times men are not honest. They're not honest about a lot of things. They're not honest about where they work at, where they live, how many kids they have. They're just not honest in general. It's just frustrating as a single young lady just to meet somebody that's genuine. And that's out for a person's best interest, because I don't want anybody that's around me that's not out for my best interest. That's what a friend is. If you're not focused on the good of me and what's best for me, then I don't need you. There's just too much wishy-washiness going on.
Kimberly, I had a great conversation this week about using parties as an example of who we are. Now, you as a person are this amazing party. You've had your party for years, and it goes off without a hitch. Every year, everybody comes to your party. Everybody that loves you comes to your party. And here's this new person that wants to come to your party. Now, mind you, your party's been going on. You got friends, you got family, you got the food, you have cocktails. The environment is plush, luxury. Here's someone new that wants to come to your party. What are they bringing to the party? If they're just coming, they bought a ticket, and they got a ticket somehow, and they were invited, but they don't have anything that they're bringing, they shouldn't be invited. And it's great. It's perfect because we as, I'm going to say humans, I'm not going to play sides because we do it as women also. We want what we're not ready for in relationships. And we come to the table thinking that being honest, not cheating, being consistent, knowing what we want. We come to the table thinking that deserves praise. And it doesn't. You don't get props for not lying to me. You don't get props for not cheating. You don't get props for being honest. You don't get props for doing just the right thing to do. And I think when you slack on that and you don't expect people to come to your party with cocktails, extra food, experience, teach me something. What are you bringing to my party? What are you bringing to the table of my life that warrants you being invited? And I think that's a good gauge as to how we, men and women, how we should allow people in our lives for relationships. I really do.
I totally understand that, but sometimes people will have you fooled.
Oh, no, of course.
They bringing something.
Of course.
They bought a bag of ice, a bottle of Indy. When they get to the door, they don't have none of that.
I love it. You're so true. You're right. You just got to, I usually give people 3 to 6 months to like show themselves. And they do show themselves, but then it's paying attention to your, paying attention and to your instincts and saying, oh, you know what? You've worn out your welcome. It's time to go. But
Kim, thank you so much for reaching out to us tonight. I appreciate it.
You feel better. I see you. I'm online looking.
Uh-oh.
You feel better.
Thank you, my love. I'm trying. I'm sucking on this lemon right here. I just got to get some honey and I'll be good.
Rag.
All right.
There's a lot going on over there.
All right, bye-bye.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
It's Reality of Love. I'm Lenny Green.
Wow. I'm Indy Smith.
And we're talking about some things tonight. Now, we started talking about, of course, the hindrance of technology. I mean, let me ask you, how many numbers do you know in your head? I only know.
You know your mama's.
I know my mom's. I know my brother, one of my brothers.
You don't even know mine.
I don't know yours. I don't know Vito's.
I don't know yours. I know my mother's.
Cool,
I know my mother's home number. I don't know my mother's cell.
Well, yeah, I don't know my mom's cell. I do know her home number.
Yeah. I know my father's, I know my mother's, and I know mine.
That's a good thing.
That's it.
I mean, but back in the day, guess what?
What?
You needed to know everybody's.
Oh, you know what? Back in the day, we used something called pen and paper, and we had telephone books. We actually used our hands other than texting. We wrote stuff down.
But guess what? I've heard
but you're
people,
right. I did.
I've heard people say that, oh, you know what? All of my contacts in my phone got lost. He's so rude. All of my contacts got lost. Or I lost all my contacts.
Okay.
So, here's what I did. Now, I haven't followed through with it.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking by one of these 99-cent stores, and I said, that's the phone book. One of those little small jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up one of those. Now, I still haven't filled it in, but I was so concerned about me losing all the contacts that I have in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't had time to do it, but I think I will.
You know what you can do? You know what you can do? You in your not to get off topic, hurry up before Vito comes back. But what you can do is in your Google contacts from your phone, print them out.
Oh, you can do that.
You can see, you can go to the page and you can print them out. So, but back on oh, look at Trouble walking in.
Shout out to brother Tony Monroe. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh well. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, no, that's a good idea. I didn't know about Google, and you can do that.
You can do that. we'll behind the scenes, we'll go through it, and yeah. But I don't agree with all this technology.
Well, you know what? I like it, and I'm not.
Well, of course you do. It works great for us.
Well, yeah, for us. What we do, we communicate to you guys, via the social networks. And, look, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Reality of Love. I'm Reality of Love.
Yeah,
yes, this is the Reality of Love. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I think it's essential to stay connected to you, and that's why I do it. But I don't. Look, you got enough going on in your life. You don't need to be knowing my problems, my woes. You know what I'm saying? At all. I want to go back to the phones, though, because it never.
Okay.
No. I was just saying, give out the number. Call us up, 212-545-1075.
Say that again?
212-545-1075.
I'm not a ventriloquist, no. That voice is Vito. You may have seen him
see
walking
Vito.
by. Vito's
boss
the guy
man.
who walks by.
Mm-hmm.
So
there was also a story I heard this week talking about social network. This young lady, like 25, is dating this guy. He cheated on her. She forgave him, working things out, but she still didn't trust him. She has 5 Facebook pages and 5 Twitter pages, and they're all like they're her, but they're not her. And she's friended him on all. So he's friends with like 5 of her. Okay.
All the personalities.
Right. All the personalities. And this is her way of having conversations with him as different women to figure out if he's still cheating.
Did he find out? Did she find out?
He hasn't done anything yet. But that's just insane. And you know what?
Why put yourself through all that?
Okay. That's easier said than done. Yes.
Why not just walk away?
Why? Because there's something about people, because I'm sure she's not the only one, and I'm sure it's not just women that do that.
You would do that?
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, then.
I'll check your phone.
But why? If you don't trust him, why be in a relationship? Walk away.
He has a lock on his phone.
Okay.
Okay, well, how you checking it?
Break that shit.
Oh, my God.
I'm not
she's not kidding.
Anyway.
She's not kidding.
I don't need to lie. To
a woman who will lock. Oh, no, you're not walking out on me. Let me lock this door. What? You're not going nowhere. We're going to work this out.
I don't do the cops. I don't do that. We going to duke this out. See the elephants in the room? They getting knocked out. I don't. Yeah, that's not me.
You got a truck driver.
Oh, is this the truck driver that blew the horn for me last week?
212.
You laughing at me?
What's the number again? I forgot.
212-545-1075. Thank you.
Can I please
call us up?
You got the truck driver on the phone.
Let's talk to the truck driver because y'all revving me up.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm good. This Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Brother Kevin, the truck driver.
Hi.
How you doing, man? Say hello to Indy, Kevin.
Indy, how are you, Indy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thanks for reaching out to us, partner. How's life? Where you up to? Where you going?
Life is good. I'm in Mawa. I'm on my way to Patterson, though.
Okay, brother. All right, safe travels. How's the traffic flowing? Is it pretty good?
Not bad. The roads are drying up, and I just got delayed here. But once I only had like a 2-stop on one trailer, so once I hit Patterson, I'll be done.
All right, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I don't know if you caught any of the conversation a little earlier tonight, but
yes.
What do you think about it?
I like face-to-face speaking. Now, especially driving this truck. I hate for somebody send me a text message and I'm driving my car or the truck. It's just
sure.
It's just too much. You're trying to see, you're trying to drive, you're trying to text. And I see people on the highway and blow at them all the time because it ain't that important. Call me. I'm driving. And if we got something to talk about, if you don't talk on the phone, let's meet and discuss things face-to-face. So in this new space age and this technological age, people really hooked up into it. And I ain't into it. I'm like, stick to the basics. Because all the technology they invent, we still gonna need truck drivers.
You know what? You're absolutely right, brother.
Right.
You're right. You got an ongoing occupation, man.
You're absolutely
Whatever
right.
they invent, you're gonna take a truck
That's a very sound point. Very sound point.
Lenny, today I went for my consultation, and Monday I'm going to have my colonoscopy.
That's what's up.
I'm 55 years old, and these men better get off of stuck on stupid and go get themselves checked.
Sound point.
So it's too late. And then you look up and wonder why you don't go so soon.
You know what, Brother Kevin?
I encourage all the brothers to get to the doctor and get checked. You know what I'm saying? A little discomfort might let you live a whole lot more years. You understand me?
Now, that's a sound point, man. And you know what? Your personal message comes at a great time, because we should mention that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But, you know, prostate cancer for men is extremely high. And
Yes,
something has happened to someone who was in the news, in the public eye, not too long ago. They passed away from prostate cancer. So that is the only way that you can check. Well, there's several ways of you checking your colon and your prostate, which is quintessential. But you're absolutely right, man. You know, we as men, we really have a hard time going to the doctor when we should.
But it's something that needs to be done. And like I said, a little discomfort can take you a long way in the long run. So
You're right, man. You're right.
I was actually in Trenton. The PBA 105 is the correction officers local, and I've been friends with them a long time when I used to shine shoes years ago. And the president's father was a Trenton police officer, and he passed away from prostate cancer. And he told his son, you know, do whatever you can to bring awareness to this, because no man should suffer that way. You know, and once you hit, you know, you hit. So them preventive measures go a long way. There was a doctor who I can't remember her name for the New Jersey dentist in medicine in New Brunswick. And she was saying, like, the blood test is, you know, okay, but you really need to get the colonoscopy done, and you need to get checked at least once a year. So,
well, brother, your message is
I
well.
put that out there to the brothers, you know.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Don't be scared, because you'll be scared worse than that if you mess around and get detected. So,
You're right, brother. You're right.
get a doctor, brother.
You're right, brother. You're absolutely right, man. Well, hey, Kevin, thank you, man, for reaching out to us as always, man.
I appreciate it. Sister Indy, nice speaking to you.
Oh, you too. You drive safe.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to go to Patterson, and then I'm going to go find me a pool room.
All right, brother. You be safe. Have a great
good weekend, brother.
Have a good weekend.
All right, take care.
Bye, man.
Bye-bye.
I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
Melody of love, yo.
Damaris? Diamaris? Okay, she says, very disturbing how relationships no longer survive due to the lack of communication, replaced by texting. That then I think she meant became more like smoke signals. History, shaking my head. Well, maybe she was mixing the two. Maybe it happened to her, but yeah, it's pretty sad.
It is pretty sad. And hopefully you're not going through that situation.
I think more people than not are going through this.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's an easy way of life. It's the only way of life to a lot of people. It's an easy way of life to some. It's convenient. And then some people who don't enjoy communicating, oh, this is just heaven.
Well, you know what? Yeah, and
forget about the sickos that we don't even like. Hey, they've been hiding, waiting for something to. Yeah.
You know what? Anyone who has a problem communicating is definitely going to run into a dead end. But I'm more than certain. I'll take a crapshoot on this. Put $20 on the line. You can't tell me that effective communication or resolution has occurred through two people communicating only and solely by text or by social networking in some way, shape, and form. I don't think you can get to a resolution of sincerity. Honestly, I mean, because how will you know? Right. If I'm just reading your words, how do you know how sincere a person is? And I think someone had said that a little earlier.
Well, if there has been a resolution, that means there are two people in it that are both jacked up. I'm going to say jacked up.
Right.
There's the person that wants to only communicate that way, and there's the other person that will accept that.
Really?
Clearly. Because if that's your only line of, if we're having an argument and you're like, first of all, I don't agree with people who don't like to argue. I think a healthy relationship, you have disagreements. You can't grow.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Arguments are very stressful. And I know it's going to naturally happen.
Yeah, they are. But so is waiting for the bus. Like, life is just stressful. You have to do the work. It's not about agreeing. It's about knowing how to get to a place where you respect one another and agree to disagree. A lot of people are lazy and don't want to do that.
A lot of people are not mature to get to that level.
Then that's the problem. That's why everyone is on this, because they don't want to be mature enough to say, no, I don't like that. Well, why not? Well, they don't want to have it.
What do you do with a person who is not good communicating?
Leave them.
Damn, Indy.
Leave them. Look, you can't get blood out of a freaking mosquito that's dead. Like, leave them. Leave them. You can't do anything. If a person does not want to communicate, if a person doesn't want to grow, if a person doesn't want to deal with rejection or the fact that you're not going to agree, if you have to have an argument in words on a screen and you can't tell me, you're immature, there's something wrong.
Wow.
And we're going to fight. It's not going to be a healthy argument. It's not going to be a disagreement. It's going to be a fight. Because I'm going to take the computer, I'm going to take something, and I'm going to break it to make you talk.
You're very violent for a little person.
I know I am.
Oh, my God.
I'm a hot, tall glass of water.
I see. Wow. Well, you know what? I mean, because bad communication.
It's frustrating. It's horrible. It doesn't
Where do you think
anything.
it comes from?
I think it stems from probably childhood. Because, you have to understand, I think when in the formative stages of our life, and even beyond the formative stages of our life, we're taught things by the environment that we grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents, our family. We're the nucleus of our family. No matter how high and mighty you may get, if your family is a certain way, that's the nucleus of you.
Yeah.
And chances are it's within you. So I think good communication skills, obviously our first teachers are our mothers. Starts with mothers, starts with the infrastructure of the family. And then once the infrastructure of the family is good at communication, it's passed down. Now, kids will be kids, and kids will be resistant. And I'm not saying that a kid could be in a great family of great communicators, but you got to teach this kid of how to talk.
Right.
You got to teach a kid. And my aunt, God bless her soul, my aunt was, when she was living, one of my nephews walked by. It was in the morning, right?
He didn't say good morning.
He didn't say nothing. This is his head. I'm like, oh, Dad.
Yep.
She's like, you say good morning. When you wake up, you say good morning.
Yeah, when you even enter a room, you just say good afternoon, good evening.
Right, exactly. And that's where it begins. It may take with that little smack in the back of the head to wake you up, but I think it begins with the family. If there's bad communication within the infrastructure of the family, there's going to be bad communication all around.
Well, I have to say this also. Communicating isn't always talking.
Dr. Bobley.
A large part of communicating is knowing how to listen.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to listen, that's just,
If a person doesn't know how to listen and Indy is talking, she's probably going to jack you up. I think you would jack him up. I think you was like, "Are you not going to listen to me?" No. You would probably break every appliance in the room. You said you would break the computer. If he's looking at TV, you probably break the TV.
No, I love the TV. I need the TV.
Oh, so I'm
not going to destroy anything that, I'm personally affected by.
Wow.
Why would I do that?
Fire starter. She's a firecracker. Just stick a dynamite. That's Indy Smith, y'all. I'm Lenny Green. This is the reality of love. We talk about it. We get into the conversations. We like to engage in conversation. We only have a few minutes left before we wrap it up for tonight.
But I thought you guys were going to touch based on, you guys didn't want to do that topic?
Which one?
About the relationship, the gay relationship.
Oh, well, I think we should have someone here for that.
I mean, like a doctor?
No, like a gay guy or a gay woman. I think we should have someone here because I'm clueless and I don't want to have a conversation built on.
Maybe we should have, because your topic, see, you guys really don't understand what we're talking about, but scratch the surface.
Okay.
So that way
so
knows.
I want to understand, and if you're homosexual out there and you're in a relationship and it's your first relationship, I need to understand, were you gay before this relationship and you just didn't know it? Like, how do you have...
This is like Frank Ocean.
What?
Frank Ocean, like
rapper.
He's a artist. I won't say a rapper.
But what about him?
He came out.
Okay.
He dates women.
Okay.
But
so is he bi?
He might be bi, but I guess he's confused. I'm not sure. But he came out saying that he had feelings for this other person. The other person was a guy. Okay.
Now, a friend of mine, she's in her first, lesbian relationship, and everyone else has been male. And what she expressed to me was that it wasn't. Well, I don't know. But is it? I don't know. That's why I think we should have someone. But what she expressed was it wasn't the fact that she was a woman. It was her. Now, I get that because I'm a firm believer that
I've heard somebody say that.
Yeah, this is just flesh. It's not your energy. I might be attracted to somebody. Okay, let me not say that and put rumors out there because Lord Jesus. But you might just be attracted to someone's energy, like who they are. But does that mean that you need to engage sexually with them? Can't you just be attracted to them and not
of the same sex?
Of the same sex. So I need to know that. I want to know. I really want to know. I'm not condemning, but I want to know.
I have there's a friend of mine who I had no idea that she was a lesbian. No idea at all until she came out with a book.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get her to come by.
Yeah.
I know she's about to appear on Broadway with Lynette McGee. But I think I might be able to convince her to come by and sit down with us.
I think it's a great topic.
Well, we'll find out. But to tell you what she initially said to me was she had been that way ever since she was a kid.
Okay.
I'm like, really?
And she had the feeling. She didn't know what it was, but she had those feelings. That's okay. We'll find out.
Go into in-depth conversation from that point, but it's definitely something that we should talk about because obviously it's prevalent in the industry that we're in. Mm-hmm. Reality of love. If you would like to engage in conversation with us, come up with a topic, you're dealing with some problems in your relationship, you want to have an objective perspective on everything, please hit us up, email us. There's 2 email addresses. One is Reality of Love Live, Live, Reality of Love, all one word, at gmail.com, Reality of Love Live at gmail.com, or hit me up at Lenny Green TQS at gmail.com. Lenny Green TQS at gmail.com. And please express yourself.
You know what? I'm going to put the, right now, I'm going to put, if you like us, if you on our Reality of Love Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page.
I'm going to put the email up now.
There's a lot, you know what? There's a few, we should tell everyone, there's a few people that have Reality of Love Facebook pages.
But our picture is there.
But there's this is the one-of-a-kind face combination right here, you know? So, Indy Smith, Lenny Green holding you down.
Here we go.
And please make sure that you like us. Matter of fact, the picture that's up with us, I'm in a white outfit. She has a baseball cap, or a Yankee hat on, and there's a red background behind us. Bang. If you find that, that's us. Like our page.
That's a good one, Lenny.
I mean, I'm just kind of giving you an idea so that way you know. No. But thank you so much. We should mention this is the first weekend of October. For those of you who are watching in New York, I hope to see you and meet you personally at the Circle of Sisters Expo, which is this weekend. If that's not possible, well, we'd like to cross paths at some other point. We have a few things coming up, a few things in the making. I know I'm going to eventually have a Quiet Storm live show that's going to take place, and hopefully we can bring this around the country. And you know what else I want to do? I think I want to bring this Reality of Love concept around the country as well. So if you're from a different part of the country, if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Chicago, Atlanta, Florida.
Y'all got issues? We'll come.
Yeah. You know what? We may set up like a town hall meeting.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
And that way it's an intimate setting and we can engage in conversation. Because sometimes sometimes you need an objective perspective. But also the healing comes from fellowship. The healing comes from embracement. And, there are some situations that people go through that it's hard working through by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just like the young lady that called earlier today, which we will talk about next week.
That is such a huge topic. We're not, you know what? You do realize humans we're not built to go it alone. We're not supposed to go this journey alone. You're supposed to engage and make relationships. That's how we learn.
No, I hear you.
You know?
The bad part about it, in my opinion, is, okay, so I agree. I don't want to go it alone. But, you say arguments are healthy.
They are.
And they can be healthy.
Disagreements are, not fights, not being
fights.
disrespectful, but
disagreements are healthy.
Yeah.
You know what? But I guess I'm a little uncertain on this. They're healthy, but hopefully you have a counterpart, a person, your significant other, your boo-boo, works with you in making it better. Because if that person doesn't work with you in making it better, the arguments, it's hard to understand your logic.
Right. Well,
of what you're telling me.
Yes. Okay. So the playing field has to be leveled. Like there has to be some type of maturity and just knowledgeable, period, to have a level playing field, a good argument. Like you can't argue with someone that, I don't know, is on just like a really immature level, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. Like you can't. Like that's just asinine. So, but when I say it's healthy, if you're a human being, things are going to change. Things are going to change. Things in your life are always going to change. Things are going to come up. And a lot of times when you're with someone, you don't change together. You're changing at different times. So things are going to affect one another, each other, and you're not going to like it. Things are going to be expressed. Doesn't mean to come out like that. So you get into an argument and you have to be able to agree to disagree. You have to have the mentality of not going to bed angry, but you can't walk away from the tension. You can't walk away from the disagreement. You need to hash it out and communicate in it, even if you don't agree. Because
okay, but like you said, you could agree to disagree.
Yes.
Okay, so you have your position, I have my position, right? Mm-hmm. So
everything's out on the table. There's a bottom line. Everything's out on the table. You understand, I understand, but we don't agree.
But there's no compromise. Then what?
Well, the compromise is that we both know we don't have to agree on it.
Okay. So
that's the compromise.
So that means you're not holding an attitude.
No.
Because I'm not swayed to your opinion?
No. Absolutely not. The blessing in it is that you even heard me. And that I heard you. All right, let's give an example before, we're about to close out. We're going to give an example. You don't eat meat and I eat meat. You don't like the fact that I cook the meat in the house. Okay? Like you have a real problem with that. Okay. But I like it.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm not going to stop cooking it and I know you're never going to eat it. So what I'll do is I'll prepare my food differently and I'll make sure things are prepared in a way that it doesn't affect yours. Now, you could not agree with that. And if you don't, then we have a situation where we might not be living together. We have to agree on that. But we can't argue about it to the point where nothing gets resolved. We have to discuss it and get through it. You can't say, I don't want to talk about this because every time we talk about it. Yeah, well, if you don't want to talk about it and I'm cooking, I don't want to see your screw face.
Right.
We never hashed it out. It's not that I'm going to get you to eat meat.
Right.
But what it is it's gonna allow us to set up a healthy situation where we agree.
It's called compromise. That's what it really is.
People don't get to that though because they don't want to communicate.
Bad communicators. Bad communication doesn't lead to great relationships. That's my opinion.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not the authority. I don't hold a doctorate degree, but that's just my.
Yes, you do. You got a PhD in love.
That's what I got. Hey, look. Speaking of love, we're going to continue our love session as we always do on Monday at 7 o'clock for The Quiet Storm, Monday through Thursday on WBLS. Make sure you lock in with us on Thursdays. We extend Confessions of Love and flip it at 11 o'clock to make it the reality of love with Indy Smith and myself, online only. So we'll continue the conversation where we start and bring it into this part of our lives in our room, and we're going to do it.
Wait, we have juicy topics coming up.
Thank you so much for being a part of us tonight. You can follow this crazy lady. How?
Oh, I'm on Facebook, Indy Smith. Come to my Facebook; it's easier.
You're on Twitter too, though.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, but I don't tweet as much as I Instagram now. See, I'm not loyal to any of this stuff. Facebook. Just Facebook me.
Facebook me. Google me. You'll find
Google me.
everything.
I love it.
That's probably the best way.
That's some superstar status.
No, I'm not. I'm far from a superstar. I'm not like Global
Google
Vito.
me. Yeah,
Global Vito, yeah, superstar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet.
Yeah, Vito.
Hey, look, I apologize for coughing. Faith Evans, thank you for the cough. I appreciate it.
He's coughing. My nose is running.
I know you got it dripping down over your top of the lip. Until next week, y'all. God bless you. Thank you for locking in with us. We'll see you soon.